Jack Perry might be the biggest of the four pillars. Maybe. Way back in the before times of 2019 when AEW first launched, one of the many vaunted acts were the four pillars of AEW. Four young men that were seen as the future of the promotion and the future of the industry. You had MJF, the full-time heel that lived the gimmick, Darby Allin, the new Jeff Hardy, a fearless daredevil, Sammy Guevara, the Spanish sex god with all the charisma, and also, Jungle Boy Jack Perry. All four had raw talent, all most likely destined to be future world champions and pillars to build the company around. And I think it's fair to say everyone kind of expected MJF to be the first one to the world title. I think it's also fair to say no one expected Jack Perry to be the next man up. Personally, my money was on Darby Allin to be the next man to win the world title. In a posting retirement world, it feels like he's on his way, but I'm not so sure anymore. Granted, that's disregarding injuries. I mean, you have a guy return from Mount Everest. People are going to expect, the line's right there. I already climbed the mountaintop of the world. Now I'm here to climb the mountaintop of AEW. I'm just saying that line's already waiting. Now, while reports vary on exact details, here are some of the bare bones of what happened. During a Collision taping, Jack Perry wanted to film a spot with real glass. CM Punk stepped in and stopped it from happening. The bad blood boiled over to AEW's biggest show to date, All Out 2023, where Jack Perry and CM Punk got into a scuffle after Jack performed a spot during the fucking pre-show, looked down the camera and said, "Cry me a river." This moment would have a knock-on effect that we're just now starting to unfold. While Glassbone Punk was ejected out of the promotion, Jack Perry was suspended for several months, and when he returned, it was at New Japan Pro Wrestling, tearing up his AEW contract, seemingly shunned by the promotion he once called home. It was around February-March that reports emerged that Tony Khan was still quote-unquote angry with Jack Perry, feeling like he had cost him Glass Bones Punk. In the past 2 weeks, those reports may have been greatly exaggerated. After airing the footage from All Out, which I still think was a mistake, there seems to have been a larger butterfly effect on the audience. Instead of there being a more overriding CM Punk chant during every show, the fans have rallied around scapegoat Jack Perry as someone who was wronged and they were only now seeing unfold. At Dynasty 2024, there was a great show with a 5-star classic that was Hook vs. Jericho. By the way, it also had some amazing tag team warfare between the Young Bucks and FTR. This war came to an end after the triumphant return of Jack Perry, allowing the Young Bucks to win the tag team championships. On one hand, there's an argument to be made that the Young Bucks are booking themselves too strong, and on the other side, it's pretty effective, isn't it? Jack Perry's scapegoat shirt sold out overnight, and when he arrived to Dynamite on April 24th, he had a hero's welcome with the crowd chanting at one point, I really like that. Damn, that's great. Jack Perry was reinstated and then attacked Tony Khan, aligning himself with the Elite. Now at this point, Jack Perry might just be the hottest he's ever been in AEW. He's no longer Jungle Boy. He's not trapped to a great tag team partner. He isn't the son of Luke Perry. No, Jack Perry needed a career-defining moment that would allow him to call himself his own man. An event that separated him from the babyface that we loved and the heel I now respect. Obviously, you'd want that event to be something in kayfabe, but from what I can see, Jack Perry is not only making gallons of lemonade, I also can't wait to see what he does next. Will Jack Perry take the world title from Swerve Strickland anytime soon? I really hope not. I really like Swerve, and I hope he's got a long title reign ahead of him. But that said, these are two men that AEW need to be concerned with building around. The great heel and the great hero. But that said, what do you think of scapegoat Jack Perry? What do you think of this whole storyline? And, how would you book it, actually, if you don't mind me asking? But what do you think of the scapegoat? Also, we're dropping a twin video to go along with this about Swerve Strickland, just a quick examination of his character. Go and check that out as well. And yeah, catch y'all next time. We'll see everybody.